was a tough one for you, Scott, last night. The Niners got destroyed by the Ravens, but I loved the turn, like everybody's turn and how it all went down, because at first that like everything on social media was like, this is rigged. It's rigged for the Niners because that ref knocked over Lamar for the safety, and everybody was like, oh, it's for the Niners. They're doing this just for they want the Niners to win this game, blah, blah, blah. And then everything changed. So how did you feel watching that game, Scott? Because you're still the 1 seed. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really hurt that bad.
I never felt great about it. It was like, I think after I sent that get wrecked text, that was like the best I felt about the entire game. Because it had one of those weird starts where it was like touch and go. I'm like, I don't like the feeling of this. And then next thing you know, it just kind of snowballed after that. I mean, it's fine. I think the best part is, though, that all the people who, you know, the same people who pretend not to be racist are the same people who are very vocal about Brock Purdy, you know, being a system quarterback, not being MVP, blah, blah, blah. So they're like forced to root for Lamar Jackson. And that makes me laugh. And so Lamar, it was one of those catch-22s, because I'm like, I love Lamar and I don't have anything against the Ravens. Like, you know, it's all friendly, giving Jenny shit, and it is what it is. But that wasn't the back of my mind. And I swear to God, every time he crept out and, you know, took off, and then I was like, for one, I was having old war flashbacks. It's like, yeah, this is the same thing that the Harbaugh defense is having trouble with. Fucking mobile quarterbacks. And I'm like, it's the same reason this is a big giant pain in the ass. It kept happening. But every time it did happen, it was like that Alonzo Mourning gif. I'm just like shaking my head. It was like, but it's Lamar, and they got the haters got to eat shit. So like, you don't want Brock to win it, but you know, if Lamar wins it, doesn't that make your rhetoric from a few years ago look like shit? Like, oh gee, now we got to honor Lamar. So it's not all bad.
Well, like I said, in the grand scheme of things, like, yeah, you lost the game, but you still got the 1 seed. The Eagles look rough. Like, it looks like it's going to come down to the Niners and the Cowboys in the NFC, which is bananas.
That's great for me.
I was going to say, you've got to feel good about that.
I'm
like,
pretty excited about that. I'm not going to say get wrecked, but you know. They already did once.
It's crazy to me, because it's like, okay, yeah, you lose that game, but now you know what to expect in the Super Bowl. I mean, you knew what to expect anyways, but like, now you've seen it happen. You've gone through it. It makes that second time you play them a little bit easier if you meet up again in the Super Bowl. Like, I feel like that's one of those games where when you lose, you feel a little bit better than when you win, because when you win, you don't want to play that team again. You don't want.
Well, I injected that copium early because it was also like, yeah, you know, and you don't want to go into the playoffs because you assume they win the next 2 or whatever. It's like, you know how it is. You don't want to go in the playoffs undefeated in your last game, you know, real big win streak.
Get a loss.
You got that, yeah, gotta get that loss. And I was doing all the mental gymnastics. It's like, you know what? This is actually a good loss. We put this one in the good loss column, and we just keep pushing. Respect to Lamar. Like, everything's copacetic.
You can tell I am such a fan of loser franchises that I have all of that just in my Rolodex. Like, oh, this was a good thing for us. We needed this. Got to get the law.
You got to tell the boys to reset. Got to get their minds right. This isn't going to be easy. So it is in the playoffs. You can't bring that weak shit. So you get that loss out of the way now. No, it's all the way now from here to the Super Bowl, and they never lost again. Is the story they'll be telling about it. That's how we'll remember this game. We never lost again.
The copium, though, that's solid, dude. I love it. We've had
heroin and copium. We're ODing on this show.
Solid, man.
Whatever it takes.
As long as we work bath salts in there somewhere. Like, I got, like, that's on the bucket list, right? If your mom is coming,
we'll huff the copium and inject the heroin.
Ooh, so instead of sip, chug, drain, pour, it's huff, inject,
smoke.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. I like this. All right.
As a Bengals fan, I'm huffing, injecting, and smoking all every week. Every week I do it. I'm like, I just give me all of it, every possible way. Stick it on my butt. I don't care. Do whatever you have to do with this copium, because I need it in my life.
Your dad is coming in hot.
saw that. And the worst part is, Dad, we didn't get you that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't us, but I could be wrong. Jenna, let me tell you what my wife did this year. She straight up bought shit, wrapped it, put it under the tree, and then opened it up that she bought from me to her. Bought her own presents and wrapped them and everything, and I had no clue, but still somehow I guess technically I get the credit. So
that's amazing.
Whatever. Also, I had to give Jenny credit because if your quarterback is looking like corgis could break its ankles, you're in for a bad time, Scott. But the real problem here is, Mike,
we got a white running back. You're not about to have a white mobile quarterback too. Like that. That's true. That's allowed.
Yeah. I feel like that's no, we're not.
Although, God, I love Brock, and I'm not advocating to get rid of him or anything, but how sweet would it be if it was Lamar, the agile black quarterback, and the white MVP running back? Like Rashard, what you got for this one? Like, shit.
It's a bizarro situation if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, like a little role reversal.
Thank you, Tyson, for catching that, sticking in my butt. I don't care. The Irish guy. Thank you for that. And Drew, your dad pointing out.
All right, cool.
2 parents from kids. So once again, you don't know. All right, this question came up in the group, when I was trying to source topics. Kevin wanted to know, what's the worst Christmas present you ever got? And I feel like this is a good time to pop this one in here. Worst Christmas present you ever received. Scott, what do you got as the worst one ever?
Yeah, I saw that when it went up, and I gave it real thought, and I'm like,
beyond like the socks and underwear stuff,
right? Like, and that's what I was saying. I was like, you could always say, when you're a kid, especially, like you didn't want clothes of any kind, even though now you realize what a fool you were.
Because clothes.
I don't.
Says Scott.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even know. Like, I don't think I've ever really gotten a gift that I thought for sure was like, oh, thanks. Like, I mean, I've gotten stuff that I knew I probably wasn't going to use, or that it was like, oh, okay, whatever, I appreciate the thought, but I've never gotten anything, especially for Christmas, that I just thought, damn, this gift is awful. So I don't know. I
got a good one.
Charmed life you're living, Scott. That's amazing. Wow, wonderful. Oh, I don't know. I've just always gotten everything great. It's been wonderful.
Get the fuck out of here.
A magical journey of wonderful present after wonderful
Hey,
present.
Look. And I'm going to flip this on you, little bitch. Look, when you're black, you get less presents growing up. So it was more likely that you were grateful for the shit you fucking got, because you're like, oh, shit, you know what? I don't get too many goddamn gifts. So that's why it was that way. How about that with your white privilege showing ass? Huh?
Race card.
Motherfucker.
Oh, wait, so should we also give him this, Scott?
Hey, I've seen white people before. You know what I'm saying? But you motherfucker, man, you white as mayonnaise, man.
We should. Hell yeah, we should.
We gotta tighten that one up.
Why? That's as long as the quote is.
No, yeah, that was perfect. That drop is good. We don't need to, and it also lets it breathe too. Like, you don't want to speed that one up.
Mookie, what's the worst Christmas present you ever got? Unlike this
dumped?
Golden child.
Does that count?
What'd you get?
Dumped?
Oh shit, that's rough. Merry Christmas, you're single now? That's brutal.
Yeah, that's happened once, maybe twice. I did the dumping once. Didn't make it any easier though, because I wanted my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I had to figure out how long do I have to stick this out to still get my present after I put work into finding her something. Yeah, that was messy. But yeah, I'll go with that.
That's pretty tough. One year we went to my wife's grandma's house, RIP Nana, and I think she forgot that I was gonna be there, and she wrapped up a bath towel for me. Like, just grabbed something out of the closet. It was like, Merry Christmas, and I was like, it's a towel. Thanks, Nana.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, like, why don't you just give nothing? Like, you just play it
what
off.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah,
like,
or just be like, hey, I didn't realize you were coming. I'm sorry, and I'd be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who's the asshole in that situation? Is to be like, oh, you didn't give me a fucking gift? I mean, that's real fucked up, but like, it's okay. I guess I'll just watch everybody else open up gifts. Don't worry about it. Like, who's gonna be that asshole in that situation? Like, do you know? That's a better question about than like getting a bad gift is, Who do you know that's an extra shitty person that would do that shit? And if any of you motherfuckers say me, I'll fucking kill you. As the question was coming out of my mouth, I was like, damn it, I might be setting myself up for this one.
Because I was ready to get a Scott impression off of like, no, it's cool, man. I don't know. I'll just sit here and watch. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. Everything's cool. No, why would I be upset by that? No,
I gave myself away. I was able to do the impression of that guy a little bit too well, wasn't I?
It wasn't an impression. You were just doing yourself, like talking it out. And that's when you can see the light bulb go on.
What would I say in this situation?
Right, exactly.
I'd make it. Oh no, that's wrong because I'd layer it on a little bit thicker to be like, it's fine, we don't get too many gifts as is anyway, so it's like we're used to not getting gifts, right? So it's cool. Don't worry about it.
You would be so passive aggressive.
And it would be so uncomfortable too, but Scott would enjoy it. He'd low key enjoy
it. There wouldn't be anything low key. You'd probably see the curl on the side of my mouth. It's like trying not
like the evil Grinch curl where it's 3 times inside itself.
I've been doing one of these the whole time. Like, damn, man, it's fucked up. You didn't give me no gift, but like, probably because I'm black.
There it is. That's the one. Sarah said the game Punish Me Daddy came through my family's white elephant.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google this.
That sounds interesting. And Jenny said I have one of those aunts like the one from A Christmas Story. I'm still getting gifts like that when I'm 35. So Jenny's getting the pink Easter bunny outfit at 35 years old.
That might not be a bad move. Imagine that out at a night at the bar, man. Like or at least for my side of the coin, like I don't need an icebreaker. I don't need a line. I'm in a fucking onesie at the bar. Like maybe Auntie's giving you, a little hint, little help.
Did you just admit to being a furry, Mookie? Is that what just happened there?
I mean, I guess that's what it is. I'm just, like I said, you're always looking for an in when you're out at the bar, right? No?
There was a guy that had Brock Purdy for MVP on a bet slip, and he cashed it in like right before the game, and he sold it.
Move.
He sold it for $125,000, and then that game happened. So I want to know if you're the guy that buys the Brock Purdy MVP ticket for $125,000 and then watches that game. How ruined is your Christmas? Like, how done are you?
Oh, he didn't sell it back to the book. Yeah.
No, he flipped it. Yeah. He flipped it. Somebody bought it off of
That's fucking stupid. That is so dumb. Like, why would you purchase that? That's just asking for trouble. Like, there's 3 games left in the season at that point? Like, something's going to fuck that up. There's no way you get that value back. No way. Impossible.
And as soon as the owner is like willing to give that up, you should smell it like right away. That should be your clue. Like if the owner of that ticket is willing to sell, then you should be like, you know what? I think I'm good. Because there's no way. Like, and then I wouldn't have even expected necessarily for it to happen last night, but just in general, like even if he had just, let's say he just played okay last night, right? Like, but still like kind of kept in the conversation, didn't do anything to hurt him. Like, he's still like up against it. Like it wasn't anything like clear before last night, but yeah, last night just effectively ended that shit. So you got to feel like a real fucking asshole.
The craziest part about it is the new buyer, the one who bought it. If it went through, he would have made $202,000 on it. So he paid $125,000 to try to win.
Make that much?
Not a ton. It's not a
what
ton.
A horrible investment. That guy sucks. He kind of deserves that shit.
Are you active on this prop swap, Mookie? Have you ever done a prop swap? Like, I feel like this is some.
I really wish you wouldn't have told me about this or brought it up. Because it's bad that I now know this exists. Because that's always my struggle with props is there's so many options that I freeze up and I don't know where to go. Like me picking a anytime touchdown scorer is like big. Because like I'm old school degenerate, right? I'm out there trying to play money lines and get points and that kind of shit. But dude, there is so much money to be made in the prop market. And if someone has a pick that I can just nab real quick, like that might not be a bad
old
move.
School degenerate, this man said.
Yeah, that's real right there. I like me some overs, some first half lines. Like, yeah, that's where
it's
I'm.
It's like, you know that saying, taking candy from a baby? They made that about me, motherfucker. You taking candy from babies.
Hey, I know what you're talking about, but your boy's batting like 90% this last week during the holidays. Starting, I missed NBA Christmas Day though. That bothers me a little bit. Woke up, did the whole present thing, and then took a fat nap. It was beautiful.
Well, you didn't miss much. It was the start of the NBA season was kind of a letdown. I'm not gonna lie. We'll talk basketball.
We'll talk basketball later. We're still talking football. So to get us back on track, Mike, do you still have that towel?
I do not know. I have no idea where that. I don't even know if that made it home. I think I felt bad and just put it back in her closet. Like I was like, this woman went into her closet and wrapped up a towel to give to me. She can have it back. I'm okay without this towel. Pretty sure I left it there.
It sounds like it would have been at least.
I hope it was like an old like you could tell it's been used towel, like not just like one that could kind of pass for new. Like it's like the fibers are worn on the shit. I think
it was one that was like in the bathroom, like she was cleaning up and was just like, oh shit, all right, I'll just wrap this one. Like it was on the hook in the bathroom. I think that's how used that towel was.
You're definitely gonna want to wash that first before you use it, Mike. Just so you know. Just so you know.
It was years ago. That's that's long gone. That was probably the worst present ever, though. Was the used towel at Nana's house. I'm not as blessed as Scott is over here with all of his
January 6th.
What I was gonna say with my gingerbread January 6th.
I mean, it looks like it must be a good cookie. You going to town on that motherfucker? Like
some bitch was good. Like actually, perfect. My kids were pain in the ass there for a minute, but they came in clutch with this cookie.
What's the best Christmas cookie? Like if you had to pick one Christmas cookie and that was the only Christmas cookie you got for the rest of your life, what's the one Christmas cookie that you have to have? You can't do it.
Why are we going so heavy tonight, dude? First with like end of the world drugs, now with like best Christmas cookie.
One Christmas cookie.
God damn.
Make your choice, Mookie. Because there is a correct answer to this. I'll tell you that right now. There is a correct answer, and I will tell you if you are right or wrong with your selection.
Mookie's going to be wrong.
He's going to be wrong. That's why I'm going to him first, Scott, because I feel like you're going to be right.
Having to think this hard about it, and I know this is wrong, but I can't think anything else that's Christmas cookies, so I'm going to go with gingerbread.
You were wrong. You were very, very wrong.
Yeah.
Scott, what's the best Christmas cookie?
It's so funny because I was going to say, look, I'm an old-ass man, and the wrong answer is gingerbread. I absolutely love gingerbread, and I know I'm in the minority of that. Like that is not like anybody's favorite. It's like one of those old man things. But I mean, seriously, just the straight up classic sugar cookie, dude. Like the frosted sugar cookie. If somebody told me I couldn't have them shits, especially like from my mom, and Mike's shaking his head, but this motherfucker right here is wrong. He's gonna say some Irish bullshit that like you've never even goddamn heard of.
Nope.
Go ahead, Mike. Get ready to revel in your wrong.
Did Tyson hit it? I think Tyson
get the boo this man dropped.
The only thing that I think you might say is you might come back and say that's not a Christmas cookie. That's not like a
okay, and that's why you're gonna be wrong.
That's
so
the
go
only
ahead.
thing that I feel.
Go ahead. Hold on. Get the boo this man drop ready in this motherfucker.
But Tyson has it correct. It's the peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kiss on top.
Okay, that's not a Christmas cookie,
pushed in. I do that is a Christmas cookie because in my house we only had those at Christmas. We did not have those any other time of year. Mom made those.
Yeah, well, motherfucker, we didn't have fucking gifts, but we were rich in cookies, bitch. So
Move this man.
God damn it!
No
race card.
We both hit it. Nice.
It's the correct answer. The peanut butter cookie with the Hershey Kiss on it is that. That might not even just be the best Christmas cookie. That might be the best cookie, period.
Dude, no, yeah. And the reason why I disagree is because those showed up somewhere it was like a Halloween thing. And I remember thinking, I'm like, oh, goddamn, these usually like we're early for that. All right. And I felt so bad. I had like 8 of them shits. I'm like, these motherfuckers are so goddamn good. Like the cookie version of a peanut butter cup. Like,
yeah,
dude, talk about get wrecked.
But it's inverted. It's more peanut butter than cookie. And the way to eat
which is the best part
is all peanut. You eat all the peanut butter cookie around, and then the last bite is the Hershey the Hershey Kiss with the bottom, just with the cookie in it. Oh, it's the best way to eat.
Well, I'm an old school dude.
Move this man.
No, because that's bullshit. What is this multiple bites nonsense? It's
I
a
was just-
one bite fucking.
Okay, yeah, and Mookie got this one right. I was just gonna say, I don't worry about how you eat it because I just throw that whole thing in, like just
Right,
eating the
exactly.
entire cookie.
It is the size of a Hershey Kiss. That is
The
one
ratio,
bite done.
yeah, the ratio
It's
is
not the size
fantastic.
of a Hershey Kiss. That's incorrect.
It's a little bit. It's no. Yeah, I was
bigger
gonna say
than
Mookie's wrong on that. Mookie is absolutely wrong on that. But they're small enough that they fit in your mouth on one bite.
That's what she
All the
said.
paws, and
All the balls.
that's just the way to eat them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike, you do eat like an 8-year-old.
I
Robert-
don't.
Robert
That's
Taylor.
the proper way to do it. Eat all of the peanut butter cookie, and then the last bite is chocolate and peanut butter. Oh, it's the best.
This man licks the ketchup off his hot dog and then eats the hot dog.
What the fuck? No, that's so uncomfortable.
Maybe I
No,
do.
that's no.
Maybe I do while I make eye contact too. Just
Oh,
staring.
you
people
probably
down.
do. You find someone in the room and you just lock eyes onto them the whole time you do it.
It's like the
in-
scene. That's like the scene in
shit.
Euro Trip when
Oh.
Horatio Sands is putting his tongue through the French toast. That's Mike looking at you and shit. You're like, what the fuck, bro? Is that how you eat a hot dog? Yup.
Oh.
This is how competitive eaters do it. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Look me in my eyes.
It's like that's how serial killers eat hot dogs, bro. Stop. Like if I saw somebody eating a hot dog, I'd be like, stop, it's a sandwich. It's a fucking sandwich. I'm sorry.
Robert Taylor coming in.
Use those old plastic plates that separate each part of the meal. I don't have to because I make sure none of my food touches on a plate. I've been doing that for 39 years. Okay, I can.
Yo, the adult portion trays though, that should be where it's at. Like look, I don't seek them out, but when they do pop up at places, I'm like, yo, this is kind of nice. Like
It is nice. Those are real nice.
my fat ass doesn't use them anyway, though. It's like this is the guide, right? Well, everything's spilling over. I'm like, I don't know why they put these here.
See, that's why I hate them because they
Aren't you
take up
fat
space. You could have food. Like those little ribs, they take up room on the plate. Like I don't need that to keep my shit separate. Gravy's going all over everything, anyways. Like, damn. Oh shit. Last night we were at a.
I just
yet
look
another
at it. I'm like,
Christmas
this
dinner.
plate's trying to hold me down, and it's white. Fuck you. I don't know. There's no boundaries with my dinner.
Just forcing that one in there.
Race card.
Like Brock Purdy
Could've
with
been a lot.
the Ravens defense the other night. Scott just forcing shit left and right.
You could have just
Bars.
said like Kobe.
Oh Jesus. All right. Listen. Guys, what
Are
the hell
we still
happened-
talking about football?
What the hell happened this weekend that everybody had like the worst weekend when it comes to football except for Mookie? Because the Bengals lose to the Steelers, the Cowboys lose to the Dolphins, the Niners lose to the Ravens, and the Lions clinch the AFC North. Like, what the hell?
Ooh, baby.
That
Let's
Mookie.
go.
The Lions
won
also
his
play
dozen-
in the NFC, but okay.
Oh, what did I say?
You said
That's
AFC.
here. That's how
You read the headline.
That's
on
no,
the
I
wrong website.
NFC
it-
North?
No, that's more. That wasn't reading the headline. That was more of a Merry Christmas type thing. That's all that was. That was just-
hey, boy's got a Christmas sale over there. Okay, come on now. Like he's fighting his way through.
I am,
Show some respect.
guys. I knew drinking tonight was going to be a little rough. Like it was one of those nights where I'm like, I'm swearing off alcohol, and then like it was so bad last night that I thought dry January actually sounds like a pretty good idea. That's how hard in the paint I went, and I knew it was going to be a little rough tonight. And as soon as I took that first sip, I was like, oh boy, the belly's rumbling. I can feel like we're gonna power through. It's all good. Mookie, how'd you feel as a kind of Lions fan? Maybe
It's
like you've never really been a Lions fan, but now you're gonna claim to be a Lions fan.
I watch a lot more Detroit football than any normal NFL fan should. So I'll put that much out there. I won't say I'm going to claim as a fan. I don't deserve to celebrate this title, but it's good to see it. You know, it's good to see the city have its first division title in for like 30 some years. And what makes it even sweeter is the text I sent you guys the other night as next level Hall of Fame petty. Calvin Johnson waited until yesterday when the Lions clinched the division championship to retweet the Hall of Fame tweet the Lions sent. So he makes the Hall of Fame. The Lions tweet about it. He doesn't do shit with the tweet until the night they clinch their first division title, he responds, "Thanks for it, appreciate you, fam," or some shit like that. But like, that's the level.
Wasn't the original tweet from like 2000?
21.
Yeah, it was like
I was gonna say, it was
multiple years ago. Yeah. So he went back the day they clinched the title and found that tweet and then replied. And like, that is what I'll claim fandom of as a Detroit fan, that franchise can eat a bag of dicks sometimes, but they finally did something nice for their fans. It's great to see. You love to see it.
I was blown away that your team was the one that survived.
Oh,
Go
hey,
figure,
hey!
right? Like-
while we're talking about improbable things and and football teams, Mike, we forgot to that we're gonna bring up.
No, we didn't forget. I just hadn't gotten to it yet. But yes.
Oh, okay, all right. Sorry.
No, we can shift. We can
Okay,
shift.
cool.
I
We'll
saw-
segue. All
I
right,
saw
good.
Robert in
Because
the
Robert,
comments.
I was gonna say Robert Taylor's still in the
missing-
chat, so
We're missing Matt. Barr,
where's
but
my
that's
boy?
okay.
You know what? I'm gonna text that motherfucker. He gonna know.
Yeah,
He gonna
yeah.
get he gonna catch the smoke. Go ahead and tell the story.
If you missed, and I don't have the clip to play back, Scott. That was the only thing.
Oh, boo. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah.
I know. I didn't have the clip. I didn't have time to go back and find the actual video of it. But if you recall, at the beginning of the season, yes, it's the Commanders bet. Robert is right on it. At the beginning of the season, Robert Taylor, Matt Barr told us in the comments that the Commanders would hit their over of 6.5 wins this year. Easily.
Yeah.
They were going to easily hit it. And Scott stood his ground and said there is no way they are going to go over 6.5. I'll take the under. A shot bet was made between Scott and Robert Taylor, and then Matt Barr was like, I want in on this too. So he also is taking this L. So Robert, Matt,
They even and Robert even tried to like double down on it when they won like 2 out of their first 3 or some shit like that. It was like, oh, look at, they're on pace to win 8 or some shit. I'm like, okay, well, fuck off. Like, I never cared. Commanders gonna come. Washington football team gonna Washington football team, whatever you want to call them.
they after their loss to the Jets and a horrible.
But Sam Howell, he's legit. He's the real deal.
Man,
that's
fuck
what.
that guy. Sam Howell.
Yep, there it is.
screwed me.
That's
That
what
piece
it
of
is.
shit.
All preseason, all I kept hearing was Howell this, Howell that, and I'm like, why is everybody? And that motherfucker got benched. He got benched.
Right. In the fucking fantasy playoffs. Like, all you got to do is go out and put up numbers. Like, Jesus Christ. Fuck
What
that
a
guy.
weird
Love it.
year. What a weird year. Like Sam Howell getting benched, like Tommy DeVito got benched. Like all of these starting quarterbacks are out now.
Yeah,
backup-
Tommy DeVito.
Ritter got benched.
Yes.
Do we get the credit for screwing DeVito? Because like this was the week after we made him the headline, right?
We may be able to jinx it.
I
Well,
feel like we should hold that one. That should be a W for us.
after the show was all about it's me, Tommy DeVito.
That beautiful, beautiful meme he made.
That was a good thumbnail.
Gorgeous. What?
Scott Roberts pushing back. He said I never said that about him. I thought he would be good.
Oh, that's
enough
fine.
with
All
Eric.
right, and that's fair. He was dick riding because of his boy, and you know we both like Eric
I
Benjamin,
did
but
too.
also,
I took him as my backup
also
because
you,
he
but
was
also
starter.
you just gotta believe in the power of Washington football sports. Like this is what they do: lose football games. They will continue to lose football games.
Can I
With
just
their
say-
loss now, they cannot beat the over. The best they can do is come in at 6 games under the 6.5. So Scott, you did it, man. I'm proud of you.
I'm racking up all the dubs this year, baby. Like all of them. I'm in the championship of my fantasy league too. I'm about to win a grand this week. Like everything's coming up roses, bitch.
All right, so you said that in the thread earlier. I want to know, like, what are you working with over there? Can we get the lineup? Can we get a graphic on screen of your roster going into fantasy championship playoffs? Like,
Oh,
Mookie, why
well,
are you asking for a graphic live?
I was gonna
on
say,
the
you know,
air?
we
Like,
can't.
what-
You know, we can't.
it's not that
make
hard.
it.
You
It's
just
gonna
give
be
Mike
moving.
your login information. Mike
Oh,
pulls up
whoa,
the webpage.
Oh no, not live and on there. You know, this is my dynasty league, the first year of the dynasty. So you know, things have somehow just worked. Like I don't know. I just lucked into a lot of things. But
Hold on, Scott. I might be able to do something with the graphic. So hold on one second. Let's go. Go
See,
ahead.
and if I never asked, you'd never have thought about
Yeah,
it. You see how I
talk
push you
through-
to your limits, Mike, to see you be great.
I hate you so much, Mookie.
You know what would Lou Holtz say about pushing your limits? Just see how far you can take it.
Oh, Lou loves to push people to their limit. He's a big fan of pushing to the limit. That's actually his favorite song too. He sings along to it in the car whenever it comes on. He loves it. Oh shit! to the limit. One more time.
God damn it.
I would have seen it coming there too, right? Like,
He's sitting over there furiously working on graphics and stops down in the middle of a tennis with some gold ass Lou Holtz. Ah, fuck.
And actually, the
Like,
song
I had a good,
but it worked better with Push It.
I had like a segue all teed up and then lost it because she started singing in Lou Holtz. Like, it was so unexpected.
Yeah, I was trying to debate. That's how I was real quickly in my head. I was like, okay, push it to the limits. Do I go with take it to the limits and change it to push it, or do I do salt and pepper? And I was like, we'll go the other way. But Lou singing push it real good would have been pretty great. All right, I think I'm ready. I believe I have every player on your roster ready to go as a graphic, Scott. So whenever you're ready,
Oh God,
go ahead. I went through
damn, see what we created here, Mike. This is beautiful.
very quickly. I went through and did every guy. So go ahead. Who's your
well, all right. All right. Team name is We Are Inevitable because I was like, yo, I'm gonna draft me a black quarterback. Like,
oh, okay.
like I'm gonna have a black quarterback, and I'm gonna have backup black quarterback. Like, I'm gonna invest.
Good. Okay.
Wow, nice.
So,
Right.
I mean, who better to have than the one who just set the record for the most rushing touchdowns in a season ever in Jalen Hurts?
There he is right there. Jalen Hurts, Scott's quarterback. Jalen Hurts.
I only made one trade the entire season when it was obvious that I needed a little bit of a boost in the running back department. It's only worked out kind of okay. I sent a first rounder for Austin Eckler. Also,
There he
black.
is, Austin Eckler right there. Scott's running back, Austin Eckler. Okay, next up.
Brees Hall, my second running back for carried me.
Oh, wait, no, I feel like
Race card.
should we? Was that missing? Should we have hit that? I wasn't. Nah.
No, don't worry. It's gonna be a little while before we come to a white guy. We're good.
Truth.
Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk right
the
there.
black guy.
Ayuk. Yep, we got Ayuk ready to go. In the draft.
Calvin Ridley.
Oh, hold on. Let me get to Calvin Ridley.
Keep his picture up
can we
on
go
screen.
Calvin Ridley? Yeah, Calvin Ridley up in there.
Garrett Wilson.
Oh,
Also.
Garrett Wilson. Yep, there he is. There's Garrett Wilson. Okay.
All right. Well, here's where things get a little dicey. He's his first
Wait,
white
hold on,
guy.
hold on. Hang on. Let me get to the correct part of the graphic. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Cool. Sam Laporta, breakout rookie for the
There he
Lions.
is. Sam Laporta right there.
I wouldn't be out here in the fantasy championship in this dynasty league if I didn't have the foresight to draft Puka. So put Puka up on the
Puka.
screen.
Yep. There's Puka right there. Great choice having Puka Nakua. Fun name to say too.
Absolutely. And then it's just a bunch of other randos that I got thrown in there. But
Oh, hang on. Yeah, we got
That's
like
it.
this.
I was gonna say I don't feel like going through my IDPs and my bench, but
Y'all play IDP?
dude, it's a dynasty. Yeah, dude, it's intense.
Jesus Christ. Why?
I don't know, dude. I'm about to win like $1,000 though, so I don't really care. But why?
So shut the fuck up. Okay.
Right, like
but still.
the team I drafted
God
fulfilled the requirements. Like, how about that?
Scott's like, I read the
Whatever.
rules. I did what it said.
Right? Yeah, I was just gonna say I understood the assignment. I went 12-2, got the number 1 seed, and here we are in the championship. So I did everything I was supposed to do until now.
Damn. That's impressive.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I mean,
I'm good at this shit.